Immediately on day one, I'm setting up a special commission. We're going to find those kids, and we're going to unite them with their parents. And it's an international embarrassment.
First thing I'm going to do, literally, I've already have one written. On day one, I'm sending to the United States Congress a immigration bill providing a pathway for 11 million undocumented, and I'm going to make sure every dreamer is protected.
And it's an international embarrassment.
Welcome, my fellow Americans. First and foremost, I want to thank you for choosing us and believing that America is worthy of your aspirations. Every immigrant comes from America from different circumstances and for different reasons. But you all have one thing in common: courage. The courage it takes to sacrifice and make this journey.
And it's an international embarrassment.
The courage to leave your homes, your lives, your loved ones, and come to a nation that is more than just a place, but rather an idea. An idea that where everyone is created equal and deserves to be treated equally. The idea that we have as a nation, and we can define America in one word: possibilities. Possibilities since its founding. That very idea has been nurtured, enriched, and advanced by the contributions, sacrifices, and dreams of immigrants like you and immigrants like my own ancestors from Ireland, and like generations of our fellow Americans. And today, you've earned a new title equal to that of an American president. The title I'm most proud of: citizen.
And it's an international embarrassment.
Citizen of the United States of America. I look forward to standing with you as you embrace your new rights and responsibilities, as you build your lives and legacies here, as generations have done before you in this great nation of immigrants.
And it's an international embarrassment.
Biden administration has been overwhelmed by the number of migrants at the southern border. This wave contains mostly children and families from Central America who are seeking asylum in the United States.
So over the last few months, we've seen a pretty dramatic increase.
Can't cross the border.
The idea that I'm going to say, which I would never do, that if an unaccompanied child ends up at the border, we're just going to let them starve to death and stay on the other side. No previous administration did that either, except Trump.
The Biden administration has been clear from the beginning that they will not expel or deport unaccompanied children. In Central America, I think there's a general sort of knowledge now that it's easier to cross the border if you're a family, if you're coming with children, or if you are a child, if you're under 18.
And it's an international embarrassment.
That your chances of getting across the border are much greater than if you're a single adult, wherein the chances are basically zero.
I can say quite clearly, don't come. And what we're in the process of getting set up, and it's not going to take a whole long time, is to be able to apply for asylum in place.
And it's an international embarrassment.
I've never sort of seen this level of desperation there. It feels to me like people, even knowing how complicated the journey to the border is, people are willing to take the risk now.
Children specifically present a unique set of challenges for the immigration system as shelters fill to overcapacity and the Biden administration scrambles to open more.
And it's an international embarrassment.
But at the same time, they're telling people not to migrate. They're saying that the border is closed.
Vice President Kamala Harris has taken on a leading role in tackling the border crisis. The White House says she'll be more focused on deterring migration in Central America by addressing the root causes of why migrants want to leave.
And it's an international embarrassment.
Rather than concentrating on the U.S.-Mexico border itself.
The best way to keep people from coming is keep them from wanting to leave.
And it's an international embarrassment.
But this raises the question,
is it even possible through development assistance to keep people from migrating? And the consensus is that it really isn't, that there is no short-term solution, that the structural problems in Central America are so dire that there's no aid project that's going to keep people at home.
And it's an international embarrassment.
But nonetheless, we're about to see what a $4 billion U.S. development package looks like in Central America and what impact it has.
And it's an international embarrassment.
New images at a Customs and Border Protection facility in Texas shows severe overcrowding.
This facility is only meant to hold 250 during the pandemic, but there were more than 4,100 people here, and some 3,400 are minors.
And it's an international embarrassment.
They are in the middle of what is a crisis at our southern border with numbers that continue to surge.
And it's an international embarrassment.